Agora você está escutando o show do homem velho que se chama Wade. Damn it, Wade!
Call me old man Wade.
Damn you, old man!
Wade.
Old ass man.
Shut up, old man. You smell like fart.
No! Man!
Old man.
He's so old, he got a podcast on cassette.
Fuck, you're old.
Damn it, Wade.
18 people know my Cheech. And everybody knows my business there anyway, so whatever.
And welcome to the Old Man Wade Show. I'm your host, the God of Stub and the Lord of Laughter, the Sire of Sarcasm, Old Man Wade. And I'm sitting here with my life.
Oh, hey.
Like, we haven't done this like 8 times already. Like, not even 8. We've done it.
I wasn't paying attention.
I'm on episode like 10. This is like episode 105. And like, you've been on like half of them.
No, I haven't.
You really have.
I think it's so cute how you call it your life.
I thought he said I'm here with my light. I was like, what?
Light works too. It's the Paramount song.
So cheesy. Stop it.
And I know you can see the light. Cheesy. You know the me and her relationship. It's not like it's cheesy on any level.
Still adorable.
And I have a guest here today. Professional woman, world traveler.
You know it.
Give it up for Cheech. Yay!
Hi.
What is that from? Does RuPaul say that? Like hi and bye?
No, I don't know.
That's a me thing. I
That's
say
me.
hi.
Oh.
That's
could've
a
sworn-
her thing?
I could have sure I've seen that on like reality TV somewhere.
Maybe copied me.
Maybe they copied you.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna just say copywritten by Cheech.
Copywritten by me.
Copyrighted now.
Make some money.
I thought you were about to get started.
No.
I'm about to say, you know that's turkey.
You like
right?
doubled down and took my way.
I was trying to be like...
You can eat them. Okay.
I'll say, you leave that burger there, I'm eating it. Because that shit's bomb.
It's really good food.
Go back to your show.
How's everybody doing today? We finally out of this stupid ass snow weather, hopefully, but you know.
Beautiful outside.
Yeah, for now. It'll snow in like May or some stupid shit like that.
What's the weather tomorrow? 'Cause I'm really worried about tomorrow.
Right, what are you doing tomorrow?
I'm gonna party and get lit.
Oh.
Make a party and get lit.
It's St. Patty's Day.
Oh.
And I'm 0.5% Irish.
0.5%.
You know, Irish people do not even celebrate St. Patrick's Day like that. It's like an American thing.
It's
It's like
actually-
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. And then we trying to be kicking out all the Mexicans.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, what the fuck is up with that? How you celebrate Cinco de Mayo but then be like...
No, it's because people who are in, I don't even want to say middle of the country, but their parts, they usurp everybody's culture and then make it their own, but then don't want to let those people in. Like, that's so like...
Ass backwards?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
That makes sense. Like,
Not people in the middle of the country. Trump voters. Trump voters. Like, they have nothing
we don't
against...
say... I've decided to call them... I used to go fuckboy 45, but I'm thinking I'm going to start calling them turnip.
Turnip?
Anything works.
Turnip.
Why turnip?
Because I actually went to type in Trump yesterday and I typed in turnip by accident. and it just seemed to
So
work.
it just sticks?
Yeah,
Turnip?
he's turnip from now on.
Yeah, so turnip voters usurp everyone's culture and then are like racist against them. Like, it makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
Like, I don't fucking get it. But it's any excuse to, like... It's a... What's the word I'm looking for? It's a, not marketer's market. It's a, what the fuck is our country called? It's a,
Capitalism?
Yeah, it's capitalism. It's a capitalist market, thank you. We're a capitalist country, so any excuse to make money is that. Cinco de Mayo, now they can promote Jose Cuervo and Patron, St. Patrick's Day, green-colored Bud
Guinness.
Light, and Guinness. Which, I don't know if you've ever had... Do you drink Guinness at all?
No, I don't like it.
You cannot, like, 2 Guinnesses and, like, it feels like you've eaten a loaf of bread. It's like, it's extremely filling.
I like Coronas. Coronas with lime.
Oh, God, you are fucking young.
I had like 7 last night. I was wasted.
On 7 Coronas?
Well, there was more stuff. There was more stuff.
What's your drink of choice?
I don't know. I'm really into ciders right now.
Into what?
Ciders.
Ciders.
I like Johnny's and I like green. No, what's it called?
Grey Goose.
No, the apple one.
Oh, Smirnoff's?
Old Orchard.
Oh, I got really hungover off that shit one day, I can't drink it again.
So good.
Like all ciders, I can.
That's because you're not 20 anymore.
Your liver can't handle it.
No, but it's funny. I'm drinking straight whiskey. My liver can handle that. But like,
You think? Up until you end up on my floor. Dying from liver failure.
yeah, I don't drink like that. I don't drink like I used to though. So like, it's a weekend thing. But like, I had like the worst hangover drinking like ciders and Smirnoffs when I was younger. And I had a cider that one night we were out for I think it was Turfy's birthday. And I was drinking like those.
Whose name is Turkey?
Turfy, his last
Oh.
name. And my buddy Chuck was drinking these like random like ciders, and I was like, "Oh, these are real good." Like the next day, I felt like shit. Like I thought I was going to die.
I'm dying to go to the brewery. It's so far away though. It's like in New York.
What brewery?
The Angry Orchard Brewery.
Uh,
I really want to go. I'm gonna make like a weekend of it.
Well, speaking of which, since we got into like you traveling, how many countries have you been to?
Ooh, actually just counted. Like last week we were talking about at work. I think it's been like 11.
Damn.
11 in 3 years.
I'm sorry, you've been to 11 countries in 3 years?
Mm-hmm. Since I started.
Damn it, Wade!
Oh, yeah.
So,
I was gonna say,
do
you were going
I
on a
need to edit that
vacation.
out?
Sure.
Okay.
Since I started at work.
All right, let's put a 5-minute mark there. So I know of Italy.
Do you want to say all of them?
You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, obviously Brazil, because Brazil.
When does that count? You're from there.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, but like...
But you've been there, yeah, back.
Because I count it just because I've been to different areas.
Alright.
And because, like, when I was little, we didn't travel like that. So, Brazil, Mexico, DR, Canada, Iceland, England, France, Spain, Portugal, Italy, and I'm missing one, but I can't remember.
Did you go to like Norway or something?
No, not
Iceland?
yet.
Greece?
No, not yet.
You went to Iceland?
I already said that.
Oh.
Or no, I'm missing one, but I can't remember which one it is.
America!
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 Yeah, sure, America.
Been to America!
America.
Where you plan to go next?
Well, I'm going to California in 2 weeks, so that's going to be... Yeah.
Oh, she's going to one of those festivals.
I'm going to Coachella.
She's going to Coachella. I was waiting to see his
The
face.
eye roll.
The heavy eye roll. The old man eye roll.
So I'm doing that, and then I'm going to go meet a friend.
There's outfits and everything, Mike.
Yeah, there's
changes.
heavy outfits. And then after that, I'm going to Louisiana, and then
You going for... Oh, no,
What are you going to Louisiana for?
I'm going to New Orleans.
Mm.
And then after that, I'm going back to Brazil in July.
So
Yeah.
you
After that, don't have anything planned.
Really? Like you
Well, I'm sure I'll plan something, but I don't have anything that I'm like in mind of. I have my list of places that I want to go to, but I don't know when it's gonna happen.
What the fuck is Coachella? It's just a music festival.
It's a music festival, yeah.
Oh, that's not that bad. I think it's just I hate it because it's
like a huge music festival, though.
It's like
that,
a really
like
big
you,
one, yeah.
it's the
you
new
like stay there. It's like
the new what the fuck was the one in the 70s? Woodstock.
kinda. I mean, but it's like not rock. Like it's not like that.
They
like,
have all
it's-
kinds of music. So they
Yeah,
have like
it's like a
hippie
mixture of
music, they
different-
have hip hop, they have like pop, they have a bunch of different shit. Like the headliners this year, Childish Gambino's gonna be Friday night.
That's dope.
Yeah, I don't know who's gonna be. I don't remember who's Saturday night, but then on Sunday it's Ariana Grande.
That's actually dope. I would love to see both of them like
Yeah, I'm so excited. And then there's like Ozuna, there's J Balvin, there's all those people.
I don't know any of those names.
Yeah, I was giving you a look like I heard names I never heard of, and I just kind of looked at you like I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go with that.
There's like almost like 50 artists. So like you just go from stage to stage. Like
So wait, do you camp there? Like, do you stay there in like tents? Or
you can, but I
you're
like to
doing a
shower
hotel?
every day.
Okay.
So I am not doing that.
So you're staying at a hotel
yeah,
like
we
nearby?
rented a room in an Airbnb. So
Oh,
like, there's
okay.
gonna be like a bunch of different people staying at the
Oh,
spot.
that's kind of weird.
Well, no, because you get to meet people. Hello,
Yeah, you see, like
friendly.
you're young
boys.
and trust. You're young and
Yeah.
trust people. Like I'm
Boys in a room with you. Does your door lock?
You
I don't
rent
like
the
that.
room. I'm going with my friend.
I get that.
My girlfriend.
Mhm.
And then you rent the room. So we're gonna sleep in a room
Is there a
together.
lock on the door?
There's obviously a lock. And there's that. It's a house. So like, and there's other rooms.
No, I know. I get what you're saying. It's like a hostel.
Yeah.
I get it.
I mean, we also.
No.
Well, hostels it's like one. Yeah,
different.
sometimes
So when
it's
I was
like
in-
7
yeah.
people in a room.
So when I was
Yeah,
in
get what you're
Spain, there was
saying.
like 6. It was like bunk beds, and there was 6 people in the
yeah.
bed. So that creeped me out a little bit.
Yeah,
But we did it. It wasn't awful, but it was so cheap. It was like $10 a day.
yeah, that is really cheap. I just
And
it just
first
geeks
of
me
all-
out though
no,
being
no,
with people I
no,
don't know
I
because you
get
never
it.
know because people are fucking strange.
People are creepy as
like
fuck.
they be watching you sleep, trying to
I
like,
know,
lick your
it's
face
so
or
fucking
something.
creepy. But if you think about it, like we were in Spain for a week and we maybe paid like $100 on the hostel, compared to like going and sleeping at a hotel and paying like almost $1,000
For
just
the
for
same
sleeping.
thing.
And we weren't gonna stay in like the hotel room anyway because we were like just there to sleep and change and shower, and then we spent the
Yeah.
entire time out in the street. So it's like.
No, I get it.
And there was only 2 of us, so there's like no sense in getting like a hotel room anyway. But when like last time that I went to Italy, there was 6 of us, so like we needed like a place.
Like a
so
whole
we
place.
got like a whole apartment.
So do you guys? Well, it's a little different now, but I remember like when me and like my 3 or 4 closest friends, like we used to go places. We do 1 or 2 things when we were broke. We'd get 1 room, 2 beds, and it would be like bed floor when we slept, or we'd get 2 rooms. Do you guys still?
It depends where you go, because some people like that's not allowed. So like we tried that in New York.
Really?
Yeah, we got like a room for 4 people in New York, but there was like 8 of us, and then like.
They were like,
And they
oh,
were-
hell no.
Yeah, well, they didn't see. So, like, the 4 people went in, checked in, and then we were, like, just the other people just went up and took the thing. But then when the housekeeping came, they, like, basically found us out. So they kicked us out of the hotel. So we had to get a new place.
I mean, they can't really say anything. You go to the
Well, we were also smoking weed in the room. So,
Oh, okay. Well, then that's different. Then. Like,
So
they
they-
didn't kick you out because there was 80. Or they kicked you out because you were smoking weed in the room.
They said both. They said both. But I think they would have let us stay if it was just 8 of us and we weren't smoking, but we were smoking weed.
You were like throwing a party in the hotel. That's what their problem was.
No, we weren't throwing a party. We were just smoking weed to get lit.
But
before
in
we
their
left.
mind, like,
Like, how dare you?
Ah, fuck them, old people.
I wouldn't say the name of the hotel, but fuck them. They might want to sponsor me one day. This is where your sponsor could be. You got any places like you definitely want to go? Because I know like with
Yeah, I have a list.
me
Big
and
list.
me and Maria, like I know Italy, France, back to Hawaii.
Oh, I love Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Amazing.
What islands did you go to? Did you go to?
I was there for 2 weeks. So we went to Oahu, we went to Maui, and we went to Kauai.
Did you do the Rodahana?
Hell yeah. I told her to do the rotation.
Oh, that's right.
That was
You
my
were-
recommendation.
Okay. It was again. She's probably talked to you, and I know I talked about it here.
Amazing.
Yeah. It is funny because the little tourist thing, they go, it's gonna change your life and blah blah blah.
Wait, did you rent a car or did you?
Yes.
Oh, so you did it by
we
yourself.
rented a
Okay,
car.
good.
Yeah, now you can like download apps. So the app like gave us the tour, where to stop, what sites to see, like where
okay.
pull offs, like, and it was like ones that like tours don't stop at.
Yeah.
So it was kind of cool.
Did you stop at the at like those big falls? Like
A few of them.
Yeah.
There's like this place there that you can hike up to a waterfall.
Yeah.
Like,
we didn't hike
like
up
the
it
bamboo-
though,
the
but
bamboo-
yeah.
Oh, so you
We didn't end up going all the way up. No, because we got a late start and we were only there for like a day, right? Like, because you have to, we didn't stay
Because
because
you were in
we
a
were on the
cruise.
cruise.
Yeah.
We were there for 2 days, but like day 2, like I'm 1,000 years old, so I said to her, I was like, I'm not leaving.
Yeah, like,
The next time I go,
Mark has to have relaxation days when he's on vacation.
hell no.
I'm not that way.
can't
Like,
go on
I could
vacation.
run
You
away.
could not
I
go on
like
vacation
all day, but
Because I would like go the entire time. When we were in
I'm like
Italy,
that too.
swear to God,
I want
up
to
by
see
8 a.m.,
everything.
Literally up by 8 a.m. we were out like walking, seeing all the sites until like 5. Went back to Canap for like 2 hours.
Yeah, that's
got
right,
our
that's-
wine on. Got our wine on. Went out to dinner. After dinner, we went to the club. Went out in the club until 5 a.m. Then came back, slept for 3 hours, and
You're
all over
young.
again.
You can live over 3 hours.
We
of
did that
sleep.
for 2 weeks. I was dead when I came
You're
back.
12 years old. You can do that.
12 years old.
I can't like look. This is what it is.
I like came back from
I'm
in a
usually-
coffin.
I'm usually because me and Maroon, our first vacation together, we went to New York. So
That's not a vacation.
what was that?
New York is like a weekend.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It wasn't weekend, but this was like our
essentially-
first real trip together, though. Like, so
Okay,
we were.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it vacation either. I get what you're saying.
I'm calling it a vacation.
It's like a
That's my
weekend
story.
trip.
I'm sticking to it. So we'd be up. Same thing. We'd be up by 8. We wouldn't get back. We come home, come back to the hotel, rest for about 2 hours, and we'd go out and hang out and drink till about 2 a.m. Sit up and do our thing, and then fall back asleep around 5 and get up at 3. Like, I could do that when I was younger, but now, like, my knees and my back make these weird cracking noises. Like,
He's so old.
and I can't do things. So like,
Wait, how old are you?
36.
We're only
35.
36.
35?
35, 36. I was born in
Bro, you don't even know your own age.
82. I'll be 36 this year.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm
Holy
36
shit.
already. You'll be 36 this year.
No, you'll be 36 this year.
No, I'm 36. Babe, we're both 36.
Oh shit.
We're turning 37.
You guys are 10 years older than me.
Yeah,
Oh,
we are.
God. Yeah. So that's
I'm like, I don't know how old I
in
am.
10 years, I won't be able to party like I party now. But even like the new guy.
Yeah, but like Mark
you
couldn't even
complain
party
that
like
party a
I
lot.
used to party if his life
No, but you
depended
guys
on it
don't
when he was
understand. It's
20.
because when I was younger, I'm the oldest of 3 girls. My parents are like Brazilian parents, and they're very strict. So I could never like do anything, like really do anything. So in high school, I didn't party. In college, I was too focused on like not failing because fucking it's really hard.
Yeah.
So in my like we needed to keep like above an 80 average in like everything. And like how do you do that and party at the same time? So
Yeah.
we basically did it.
yeah. So,
So
now,
when I left
now you're
school,
living your life.
now I'm literally living it up. And people are like, you party too much. I'm like, well, I got 10 years to catch up on. And now I have money, so I gotta,
Which I don't understand, man. Like, your bills are paid, right?
for the most part.
She's like,
Well,
yeah, baby.
mine is your college bills.
No, I already paid my loans off.
Oh, good job.
Yeah. Then what the fuck? Like, you're doing the things you need to do. Then who the
Yeah,
fuck?
so I just got like basically like bills that I gotta pay for the future. It's basically just my car that I need to pay off. But all of the money that I have, I spend on traveling. And people, they're like, why don't you have any money? I'm like, because I spend it on traveling. I'm like living my life when I'm young so that when I get like 60 or something,
You don't regret it.
I don't regret it because I'm like living it up.
I feel like, so like this is like, I feel like it's changed, like dynamic has changed. I was talking to somebody about this before. When we were younger, like the goal was to like go to college, get married, buy a house, have kids, do whatever. Now people realize like you don't live forever. Like you don't need shit.
yeah.
I'd rather have experiences than have
Especially
stuff.
with our job because you
Your
see
generation,
shit that happens
yeah.
to older people. Like, no offense to older people, I don't want to be ageist, but your body does like
It's
degenerate.
periods.
Yeah, and
It's
like
one of the reasons why I did
takes
Hawaii.
a bigger toll. It
Yeah.
takes a bigger toll on you. So like I want to be able to do the things that I want to do and enjoy my life while I still can. And
Yeah.
like obviously I want to buy a house and I want to have babies, but
But
like
you don't need to do
I
it
don't
right
need to
You
now.
know the
right
world's been
now.
populated, right?
well, yeah, I want to be pregnant and have children.
I'm just saying the world's been populated. That's all
I
I'm saying.
agree. The world is very overpopulated and it's an issue.
Not overpopulated. Populated. I'm just anti.
No,
kids.
there's 7 billion people in the world. Like if we keep going at the rate that we're going, like we're not going to be able to support that many people. But the thing
I'll
is,
be dead
that-
by then, so whatever.
Well, true. But the thing also that like I think Americans in general have started to realize that. Not just that, and the fact that like cost of living is insane. Like you can't even afford to like house yourself. How are you gonna afford like 3 kids? So people are waiting until later and later on in life to have children. Which is like by my age, my grandmother already had like 6 kids.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because
also
my
a
mom's
cul-
1 to 12. So
It's also a cultural thing, though. Like I've noticed, like you don't really see a lot of. Well,
No, that's not true.
it's like a
It was
thing.
way
You
back
can't
when, even,
afford
like,
anything.
yeah.
You literally
You could
can't
buy a
afford.
house and get married and have kids when you were 21. Like you can't do that
Like
anymore.
going to college
Yes.
in the 80s and the 70s.
My aunt and uncle got married like when they were like 19 and 20 something years old and had their first kid.
Like full tuition back in the day, like in the 80s, 70s, was maybe like $5,000 for the whole year. Now it's like $70,000. How do you expect someone to go to 4-year school, get an education, and get like a career with like $300,000 in loans, and then coming out and like buying a house and like be able to afford a mortgage? You can't. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's like literally impossible. So like back in the day, people would go to a 4-year school, have a good career, get a good job, and not have any bills to
Immediately,
pay.
yeah.
Like the loans is what kills you.
well, I could.
Do you know how
I
many
could get into
people
the-
graduate from college and can't even find jobs?
Well, I could get into the whole
And
like.
that's the whole other thing.
That's,
like
like,
you
sad.
can't even
Well, that
afford
is-
to pay anything. It
all
baffles me.
All your friends do talk like that.
What?
Like I was like, y'all just talk over each other.
I know it's a thing.
Like Maria said, everyone does it. I'm the only person who gets upset by it. And I'm starting to realize that I am the only person who gets upset by it. I really am.
It's having a conversation.
Yeah, but how are we gonna have a conversation? Okay. You know, that's not neither you know that. I'm not getting to this.
You really are an old man.
I'm not even getting to this. Can I finish the conversation?
Fucking kids.
Goddamn kids and your parties and your Coachellas.
It's Coachella.
Coachella, whatever her name is.
I can't.
But I can get into the my conspiracy theory on how the government keeps us into a situation where they only the people they select to be successful are successful. Like, you know what I mean? Like
white people.
She's like, just saying it.
I'm just gonna say the rich and the privileged, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
But it's funny with like this new report now where it's like,
The college thing.
yeah, it's like y'all act like this is just going on
It's
now.
so frustrating to me that
And I'm
people are pretending
why
like
are
and
people
so shocked.
surprised? Why
So
are you surprised?
shocked. Like-
Everybody who is of color and a minority knows that this has been going on since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Like-
like, and then when you hear things about like affirmative action and stuff, we're like, what about Billy, whose dad brought him into college, or Megan, or fucking Becky, or
What about Becky?
they're fucking straight up retarded. They can't even get into the school.
Y'all talk over just hard to at a monitoring levels. So this.
No, but it's literally like, I don't know, like Rebecca's dad who donated an entire wing to the college so she could go get accepted, and then here you have a 4.0 GPA, you played 3 sports, and you still can't get into the school that you want to go to because you don't have any money. Or even if you could get in, you can't afford to go because, like, financial aid isn't going to cover it, but then you're going to have like $300,000 in loans. Like, how is that viable? Like,
Well,
it's not. It's impossible.
Well, it is, but it's like I said, it just cracks me up that people are like, it's like, oh, no, I can't believe. I'm like, yeah, this has been going on forever. Like, this is
Like
nothing
literally
new.
since the beginning of time. That's why I'm like, why is everybody so shocked?
I'm not. I've never
Like
was when it
everybody's
came.
so shocked. I was like, yeah, this has been happening. I'm
When it was,
confused.
when it was like on the news, I was
Breaking
like,
news. No.
this isn't breaking news. Breaking news is Trump being a CIA operative and
Oh my god.
fucking America over.
Well, I'm not even.
That's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into that. I need Superwalk in here for that because he's been dying to come on here and talk about that shit. But that old fucking turnip.
Oh my god, if he gets reelected, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Like, I can't handle the stress of his presidency.
Someone barked at us.
Someone barked at you?
Yeah, the day he got elected. Like a day or two later, we were at the bus stop and someone yelled "hate, hate, hate," barked at us, and then drove off.
The fuck? And people say Boston isn't racist.
Boston is the most undercover racist state in the union.
Well, not Massachusetts, you mean?
I said state, yes. Boston's citywide, but Massachusetts.
I'm starting to wonder. All of Massachusetts. I don't think all of Massachusetts is that, because I've never like felt someone being racist towards me until I started coming to Boston more often. Because where I live, it's very inclusive.
Yeah.
The place that there's a lot of a lot of different minorities, a lot of different communities, and I never felt racism towards me. But like, I'm sure people say also that like out in Western Mass, it's very like that too.
It probably is.
But I never go there, so I wouldn't know.
I mean, it depends, really. Like, there's a lot of communities like that. Like, South Shore, there were, like, a lot of places like that. Like, when I bought my first house when I was 19, I literally used to get pulled over, and I bought it in a town that was, like, primarily white. Like, there really aren't colored people there. Mm-hmm. I used to get pulled over every day. And then the final straw, this cop pulled me over in my driveway, like, pulled in behind me in my driveway, and asked me what the fuck I was doing in the driveway. And I was like, I live here. Even me opening my door, I had to show him my mortgage payment with my name and my license. I swear to God. And somebody was like, well, you didn't have to. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
You try to tell a cop, no, I'm not gonna, being colored. Good luck.
Pow pow.
Good luck.
Pow pow right there.
I asked you if you wanted me to move.
It doesn't matter where you would have moved. You could have been in the... I've heard you... never mind.
I hate you.
That's fine. I got you beat.
Maria's very loud.
Yeah, I got you beat. I hate me too.
Stupid. But yeah, no, like I wouldn't, because people are like, Boston is like a melting pot, and I'm like,
no, the fuck it's not.
No, there's a lot of fucking racist, undercover racist
It is
people
like
in
a
this
melting
place.
pot of cultures, but there's a lot of racism.
New
New York, I would consider New York a melting pot. I would consider parts of California a melting pot. I don't really consider
There's so
Boston
many
as a
immigrants
whole.
here.
Yeah, but
so
it's not
many.
really like. It's not really. People don't know that though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people come to Boston and they assume that like it's nothing but like white and Irish people who live here. And it's like, and this is from people I hear like from outside of the world, and they'll be like, "Oh, I didn't realize how many like Cape Verdeans and people from Puerto Rico, Dominican."
In Boston, though, people
Yeah.
don't even know what Cape Verdeans are. Like, in Boston itself.
Yeah, but like it's just
People are like, what's a Cape Verdean?
I didn't know for years either. But like, you know what I mean? Like, but again, that's my Boston ignorance, not knowing. Like, because I lived in the inner city of Boston. I lived in Mattapan my whole life, which is a really, really small part of Boston. And like, I grew up there, so like I knew that there were a lot of Haitians, there were a lot of Africans, there was a lot of darker colored people from the Caribbean culture in my area. Like, you know what I mean? So I know that there are sections of Boston that like have different cultures. But when people think Boston, they think Newbury Street, they think Copley, they think downtown. They and then they think like Dorchester, and they don't think like Dorchester. They're thinking
Hood Dorchester.
they're not even thinking Hood Dorchester. They're thinking over by where what's that Irish pub over by Fields Corner? It doesn't matter, but like they're thinking from there going towards like JFK, where it's a lot more I think Vietnamese, and then it goes into a wider section of that. But if you go back in the opposite direction, it's more hood. It's a lot more people of color. It's a lot blacker than like that. They don't know that like
True.
these parts. They think like Rosendale is now Rosendale's slowly becoming gentrified.
We also have to think it's like also cost of living. Like, it's so expensive to live in the city. Like,
Oh yeah.
who else is gonna be able to afford it other than somebody who has a really great job? Like, it's impossible.
Very true.
Rent is insane, which is part of the reason why I live at home.
It's funny. What was it? There's this place in over by
Oh, look, my mom just sent me this. Look how cute.
Oh God. And her ears must have been like itching.
Must have.
So we were there was this place over in Jackson Square, which isn't like the greatest of neighborhoods, and they were like trying to pump it up and like, oh, it's like a 10-minute walk from the Whole Foods. I'm like, it's about a mile down the road. So let's not talk about that. Like, if you go out around that area at a certain time of night, you are gonna get shot. So let's not act like this is more like, you know.
Oh, that condo?
Yeah.
I was like, it can't be that expensive. There's like 3 projects behind it. Like, 3 projects, like, behind it. Like, government-run projects behind it. The rent, what was it for, like, a studio?
Like 20.
It was like $2,000 for a studio apartment there. I was like, and they were like, yeah, they were pushing like the Whole Foods and stuff. I'm like, Whole Foods is like a mile away. Like, these people have no idea that right behind their building is the ghetto, like straight up. It is like, it's government subsidized housing all back there. It's like a bad area, but I was like, oh, it's gated, whatever. I could live there. I'm from the hood. I don't care.
Oh.
Like, as long as nobody can break in my car and steal my shit, I'm good.
Like, one of my, well, I wouldn't say dreams, but one of the things I want to do in life is go to, do you guys know what Funky is?
Funky?
Yeah, so it's like this.
Isn't that when you like you don't shower for a couple of days?
Not funky. So in Brazil, there's this like music genre called funk. Well, in the American translation, but we call it funky. But it's kind of like reggaeton. But so like they have these like shows in the favelas, like in the favelas. So it's like our hood. Like, people walk around with like AK-47s. It's nuts.
Yeah.
But like the music is dope. So like I really, really, really want to go. But like.
But you really, really, really don't want to die.
Well, I really, really
Get
shouldn't
robbed.
go.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
I really want to go.
Yeah,
so
I
bad.
think you should probably not though.
So bad. I know, I probably shouldn't go, but it's like one of the things I really want to do.
You're out of your mind. Unless you have like someone who can escort you that's willing to like.
Well, somebody who lives
cat
in
somebody.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like people make the mistake of like going into the wrong hood and talking shit. It's
Well, yeah,
like,
you can't act like a tourist.
Yeah.
People are gonna know.
Yeah.
So don't. But you can go. I don't think people are gonna like go out of their way to like
if you look like a mark, they will like, you know what I mean. They will take advantage of because you look like a mark.
Totally, just don't be stupid.
Well, people don't know that though.
Stupid.
People just want to go. Oh, I went and did this, and I went and saw this poor culture, and I pat someone on the head and gave them $1, and I feel good. Like no, you will get your ass whooped acting like that.
100%. Don't walk around with your iPhone 10 taking selfies everywhere, like with diamonds in your ear. Like people are gonna obviously rob you. Like you're asking for it.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It's like running through Compton with blue on. It's like. Yeah, not a good idea, dude.
No.
So, all right. So, next topic. So, you were recently not single, so let's throw that in there. Okay. Well, do I need to edit that out?
No. It's like it's not like I'm not single. I'm like between single and a thing.
Okay.
It's not. It hasn't been labeled.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hasn't been labeled, old man.
Labeled. Yeah. We're not boyfriend and girlfriend. We're also, I don't know, we haven't had the exclusivity talk, so.
Okay.
But
I mean, we kind of did.
But why not?
Well, I had the talk, but.
Alright, so I'm going to be vulgar, so you'll have to excuse me. So if you fuck somebody else, is he going to be mad? And if he fucks somebody else, are you going to be mad?
I will be mad. Him, I don't know. Well, actually, I don't know, this is maybe hypocritical, because...
Slightly.
Can I tell a story?
Go right ahead.
So, we've been, like, hooking up talking since December and, like, hooking up since January. So, like, it's, like, 3 months. And then I just went away and ended up sleeping with somebody else. But, like, he doesn't know that, so I'm obviously... I don't know. Well, I'm not obviously... I'm probably not going to tell him.
Unless he listens to this.
Yeah, so the day, like, right after I came back, I went over, and then he had this thing on, like, he got this email of, like, probably, like, he was probably, like, on Match or something, and it was, like, of this girl, like, my name is this, and this is my number, let me know if you want to hang out, and, like, the way that his phone is set up, the email pops up on the home screen.
Yeah.
And you can read the email. And then we were in bed together, and then he was I had to leave at like a certain time, and then he was like, "Oh, what's the time?" So then I like was reaching for my phone or his phone or whichever phone I could find to like see the time. I tapped on the home screen, and that email popped up, and I was livid. Like, so livid.
So, how are you gonna be mad?
Well, because I was mad because that day he had asked me if we could sleep without a condom on. And I'm like...
Oh.
So that's why I was mad. More... Because I can't... Well, I guess I'm being hypocritical, but I don't want to be sleeping with someone... without protection, who is sleeping with other people.
No, I can dig that.
So that's why I was
protecting your body thing.
Exactly. It was like protecting myself.
But did you say something to him about
Obviously,
that? Okay. I don't know.
Obviously, I said something, and then he was like, I barely have time to be with you. Why do you think I'm going to be with other people? And I'm like, okay. Fair. So he was like, it just pops up on my phone. So he like literally like, he's like, this is like something from the past or whatever, and they just keep sending me emails. So like he's literally felt so bad that he keeps like every time it happens, he sends a screenshot to me. And I'm like, you don't have to do that.
That's
like to prove the point. That it wasn't.
See, yeah, but I'm like, you don't have to do that. Like you explained to me what it was, and I trust you, so I was like, okay.
I do that. I do that too, because like there are certain things where you're just like look, this is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
well, he saw that I was upset, so I understand why he's doing it, but I was like, you don't have to, because I believe you. If I didn't believe you, then okay, like, whatever, but I believe him. But we haven't had that conversation, and like, you can't be sleeping with other people because we're together exclusive. Because we're not, because when we...
So do you want to have that conversation, though? Like,
I mean,
do you plan on having that conversation?
But I'm going to wait until after California, because California is California. It's a music festival.
You just want to go out and be a dirty hoe and then come back and be like, oh,
Hi,
Oh, hi! Can we be exclusive now? Now that my vagina's been wrecked? Can we be exclusive?
It's a music festival. I don't know what's gonna happen, and I don't want to be a cheater. So,
But
I'll
okay.
wait until after.
You're at the music festival. He bangs 5 chicks. Doesn't matter. You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be mad.
I know, but we're not. I can't even be mad because we're not officially dating. We're not like a thing yet.
Do you think he'd be pissed?
Probably, but we're not a thing.
So
If he asks, like, I like him. I genuinely like him. So if he asks me to be exclusive and to be his girlfriend, I'll say yes. But we're not there yet. So like, why am I gonna be holding myself back for some dude who hasn't like had the balls to ask me yet? You know what I mean? Why am I gonna be wasting my time waiting for something that might not even happen?
So he needs to ask you?
He needs to,
Is this like 1950? Like you
No,
can't...
he needs to ask me. We need to have that conversation.
I'm just mad. I'm sitting
Well,
here looking for this, and I lost every note that I just took.
He can't like you can't ask him
I mean, I could.
until after Coachella.
After Coachella, I probably will initiate the conversation, but before then, he needs to say something.
After Coachella.
After Coachella, exactly.
I can't take you.
Well, that's why you're 36 and I'm 26.
I don't. What are some deal breakers? Like, what are some things you're like, yeah, fuck this noise?
For me,
Yeah.
kids.
They can't, no kids, zero.
No, because I can't have that drama in my life. So that, being back in bed, I tried that. Tried to teach, tried to handhold, couldn't do it. I don't know. You need to have like some sort of purpose or goal in life.
You mean you can't just live on your mother's couch, like?
Well, you can't be fucking around. Like, you need to like have some goal for the future, I guess.
Fair.
Like, to be working towards that. Because I don't want to be like, I don't want to be banking anyone for the rest of my life. Like, I don't want that.
You don't
No,
want to
that's
be what?
fair. You want someone to be on your level.
To have like
at
initiative.
least. Yeah.
Like,
or like the goal
like,
to be near, like, yeah.
This current.
Like, where you're both productive.
Yeah, this current potential boyfriend, he doesn't have the type of job that I have. So but he does have goals. He's like going to school. He's like doing things that will get him there eventually. So there's nothing wrong with that, but I just don't want somebody who's just like not motivated. You know what I mean?
No, I get what you're saying. No, I get it.
Like, if they're gonna be, so what if someone is living at home, but it's, so you're
I mean,
you're
I'm
living
living at
home,
but
she's
you're
not hating
it's,
on
it's
that.
different from a guy living at home than a
No, it isn't. Not nowadays, I feel
no,
like.
it's so expensive to live.
It's because
Are you
nobody can
serious?
afford
That
it.
changed?
It's very
Yes.
I see nothing but women talk about, like, I can't
Like
have no
older women, though. If I'm in my 30s,
both sides. I've heard
if
I've
I'm in
seen
my
younger-
30s,
Can I
and
finish?
go ahead, both sides. I thought you were finished. What else were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I've seen it from both sides, like older and younger. Like, I'm not dating no man who doesn't have his own place.
I'm just saying, like, now I feel like millennials, younger kids, like people, like 12-year-olds,
I'm not 12.
they get that, like, you can't afford it anymore.
It's like, it's cost of living. Like, you can't be picky because you just can't. It's like, people can't afford to live on their own, especially in Boston. It's like the third most expensive city to live in America. It's impossible. So you like, if they live at home, it's gonna obviously be like a bigger issue dictating sex life because I can't go without sex. So
You can't both be living at home.
you can't both be living at home. So
I am
somebody
learning
needs to not
so
be at
much
home.
about you that I just didn't know.
Well,
I thought she was like this, like wholesome, like.
Nah.
well, I used to be. I told you I didn't have sex until very late. But now that I have, I've discovered the wonders of it. And yeah, I can't go back. I'm not going back. I'm not going back.
Yeah, we'll add that to the titles.
Can't take you.
I can't go back.
No, but it makes sense. What I was going to say
I was just playing with myself.
was that, like, obviously, if you're older, like if you're in your 30s and some dude's living at home with his mother, no. Because then you have no goals. You have no potential. You're not trying to do anything with yourself.
Exactly. But like if you're my age.
Early to mid-20s, I get it. Like living at home, like trying to finish school, trying to like work and save money, pay off student loans before you buy a house and all that stuff. I get that. Like I get it 100%. I don't get bums that are at home doing nothing, working at like Walmart, living with their parents. That's a completely different thing.
Not that there's anything wrong with working at Walmart.
Still trying to be a SoundCloud rapper.
What?
Still trying to be a SoundCloud rapper.
What are you talking about?
No.
Oh yeah. So like I dated this guy like a year and a half ago, who was 4 years older than me. I think 4 years older than me, and had a 4-year college degree from like some tech kind of degree or something, and was living at home. He was 29, going on 30, living at home, trying to get his app started. And I'm like, this isn't gonna go anywhere.
All right, so I'll allow me to play devil's advocate. I understand where you're coming from, but just allow me to play devil's advocate. What if there's potential? Because for example, like go ahead.
The current one has potential, which is why I didn't completely write it off from the beginning.
Because one of the things I know, one of Maria's deal breakers were, you have to have a car. I don't drive, like at all. So
ever?
He doesn't have his license.
You don't know how to drive?
I know how to drive. If there was an emergency, I could get Maria to where she needed to go.
I would die on the way there. He's going so slow.
Why would you even drive? Call an ambulance. That's what it's there for. That's why we pay insurance.
I mean like an emergency.
It's
like,
called Uber.
Yeah, I know, right?
Uber ambulance.
But let's say something happened and like, we couldn't. Like, I could get her to and from, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But people on the road scared the shit out of me. My dad scared the shit out of me when I was like first learning how to drive. And so that like completely fucked me up. And I live in Boston. I take the bus and train.
He literally has commuted his entire life.
Yeah.
But like
do you guys plan on being in the city forever?
No. I hate it here. I want to get out of here as soon as possible.
I'm moving out of the state.
Yeah,
Where are you going?
I want to move to California.
Oh,
I want to go West Coast. Like I don't want to live in the cold. I don't want to be unhappy. I want to live near a fucking beach and smile.
I like here.
Yeah.
I've noticed. Let me go there.
Well, I've learned to like here.
I don't like what this city has become. I don't like I said, I don't like the undercover racism. I don't like the idea of the privilege that I see nowadays from a lot of people.
Everywhere though.
Yeah, but it's a little different. Like when I'm like getting a fresh start and I can kind of get used to it. Like now I see it every day, and it's just like I can't like deal with it. I think now because it's like I used to love living there. I used to love the city. I used to love everything about it. Like, you know what I mean? Now I see all this, like these privileged, entitled fucking assholes. And it's just like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, I hated it. And it's funny, until Maria pointed it out, I didn't even notice.
But do you love it less because now your eyes are open to it?
Yes.
That's what it is. Because you're living in bliss. You don't see it. Yeah. But I've learned to like it here. And I'm the type of person, I can't be far away from my family because I just can't handle it. Yeah, I don't like my family. So, shut up. But I need to be like, even those like, obviously like have problems and whatever, it's family. But I need to be close to them in case like something happens to me or something happens to them. There's someone nearby that's going to help me. You guys are married. So like you have each other. I really wanted to do travel nursing. So I wanted to so you go 3 months to stay in one place. That? But it terrifies me that I'm going to be far away and then something happens, it's going to be just me. That is it's a big fear of me.
I'm so surprised because you love to travel that you wouldn't do travel nursing.
Yeah, but I go and then I come back.
Yeah, but 3 months isn't a long period.
Yeah, but people go for if I ever did it, I would do it for 2 years. Because there's so many places I want to go.
But you go 3 months. But you could also be home for a month. You could take a job, travel nursing. We have travel nurses where I am right now.
Yeah. Well,
you could take a travel nursing job back here.
Not only just that. The other thing is that if I leave my current spot, the retirement thing is good. The whole thing, the pension is good. So if I leave You saw what Papa Bear got. Like, it's good money.
Yeah.
Like, for when you're, like, 65,
Yeah,
that's
no,
really
it's
good
true.
money. So how do you leave that?
No, I know. It's one of the reasons why I, like, stayed within.
Yeah.
Was because...
And if you leave, you can't come...
You can't.
You can't.
Yeah.
You won't get it back. Like, you can come back and start working again, but you won't
Yeah,
get
but you don't get they're done with the pensions.
Exactly.
Like, I get it. I get what you say. I'm fine. I get it. Being responsible.
Yeah, see, like, I am...
I mean, but
I'm
you're
still
still young
sounded, but I am
enough.
responsible.
Huh?
I don't sound it, but I am responsible.
But if you stay
No,
there,
I
like,
see. I
per
really
diem,
would.
do you get to keep your pension status or no?
I
don't know how that works.
I don't know how it works either. I know you lose your seniority.
But whatever.
Yeah, you can get that back, but I don't know how about the pension. I guess I should ask, because I was really thinking about it, like, about...
That's what I wanted to do when I was younger. That was, like, my goal, like, when I was in college,
Yeah.
when I was 19.
And I was going to start
You've talked about
going
it
back
now.
for my master's this, like, in the fall.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking about it, and I'm like, do I want to do that now? Probably not.
Why?
Do it? Well, because I
Just
want-
do it and get it over with.
No, I don't. I see, but that's the thing. I see if I look forward and I think about where I want my life to go, I see 3 pathways. So, I need to make a decision about what I want to do in the near future, and then push some things off.
Well, look at Maria. Like, she's going back to school. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No, there's
No,
nothing
no,
wrong with
if-
that, but it's the way that I want to
It
get
depends
there.
on what kind of career goal you want in nursing. Depends on what type of degree you're gonna. She doesn't want to waste her time doing something and then
okay,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
like having it be a waste when she could have just did like NP.
Okay, so now I see what
or-
you're saying. Like, you
yeah.
have 3 different pathways, 3 different career goals, and like you can't take all 3, so you have to actually decide
Which one?
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood you.
No, yeah.
The difference.
Well, and also I could do the whole travel nursing thing and then go get my master's after. Or I could get my master's now and then I won't get to do
You
travel
could do it in the
nursing.
middle of it.
Yeah, how? You would need to be able to go to school. I'm looking at it's half online, half in person, and I don't know how I'm gonna be as an online student. I've never.
Nice.
Well, I've never had.
You just have to be
LinkedIn.
responsible.
Am I though? Am I?
I mean, considering your degree, you kept the job, you can still travel, you still
No, I'm,
you know what I mean? You seem a
responsible
lot more
person.
responsible than a lot of people that I know who are your age and older. You're a lot more responsible than people that I know that are older than you. You know what I mean? You have your
Yeah.
life together a little bit more than I've seen people in their 40s. So.
But school work wise, I don't know if I'm gonna be on top of it to get the grades that I want to get if I don't actually go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know how it's gonna be. So there's that aspect, and there's the aspect of not doing it not doing either, and just keep doing what I'm doing, which isn't bad. It's still a great career.
But I feel
I don't
eventually nursing is gonna turn into you have to have your master's. I swear to God, they just keep on bumping it up and bumping it up and bumping it up.
No, but it will never go away from having a bachelor's degree. I don't think.
You don't think so? I don't know.
I don't think so,
I feel
because-
they're pushing people
No, I don't think so. Because to do certain things, you absolutely need to have a master's.
master's,
yeah.
Absolutely. And I agree, the whole school nursing thing, I think you should have a master's in childhood whatever. Because
Yeah.
it's kids all the time, and kids are our future, and they're very important. So
for teaching.
for school nursing, I think you should. But to work where we work, it's absolutely unnecessary. Because if you're gonna get a master's, you might as well be a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No fair.
Why'd you choose a nurse? It's funny. I had a bunch of relationship questions, but now I want to. But so why'd you go for a nurse instead of a doctor?
Because to be a doctor and to practice, you need 4 years of pre-med or some type of degree, and then you have to pass the MCAT, and then you have to go to medical school, which is 4 more years. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go to bedside and start my life. So I chose, and not just only that, I liked nursing more because it's more hands-on.
Yeah.
The doctor, he goes into the room for 10 minutes and then sits in a computer all day.
It's funny.
Coming up with diagnoses and tests and bullshit. But I'm a people person, so I wanted to be at the bedside.
My mom, not my biological mom, but mom.
Yeah.
Fletcher, who listens, shout out to you, mom. His couple's like my mom, and she was a nurse. She got a degree from RCC, and then became a nurse here, and then she moved to North Carolina. And Maria being like in the medical field for long, it wasn't until I met the two of them that I actually realized how much more the nurses do than like the doctor. Like the doctor you'll see for like you said, like you'll see him for like 5-10 minutes. And yes, like, you know, you have like surgeons and like specialists who do like that. But for the most part, like even after your procedures are done, you see the nurses way more than you see anybody else.
That's why it befuddles me when people talk shit to their nurses and stuff, because it's like that's the person who's keeping you alive, not your doctor, because they're the ones that notice when something's wrong. They're the ones, and they're the person that report it. Get the doctor.
But like obviously doctors are important.
Respect your nurses.
They're there for a reason.
No, exactly.
They know a lot. They're very smart, but like they're not at the bedside. Like I wanted to be right then and there, like right there.
Yeah.
And that was
so
just
you
why
wanted to make a difference, like you wanted to actually people actually see you, but
And like the other thing I want to do, I really want to volunteer. So I want to go to like a third world country and like.
You know you can do that through.
No, I know.
The job, right?
I'm gonna do that next year. I'm thinking of going to on a mission trip to Africa for 2 weeks and doing that. I really want to, like, that's one thing I really want to do, and I can't do that while I'm in school because.
Yeah.
Like, there's no time. Well, yeah, and there's no internet, exactly.
Fair, fine, fair.
Alright, can we get to some ratchet shit now?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hit me.
What's bad sex?
Oh my god.
What makes bad sex?
Well, when the guy is inconsiderate, first of all.
Break it down, because some people are going to...
Break it down.
Because some people are like, what's inconsiderate?
So like, inconsiderate is when you go down on him and he does not do the same for you. Or, like, he doesn't make you come.
Or I was going to say, or inconsiderate is when he gives you 2 pumps, comes, and then rolls over.
Exactly. Which has happened to me, and I have said, fuck
I would punch somebody in the face.
How livid are you? Like, it makes me so angry, like...
See, I would tell them. I'd be like, no.
Yeah, but, like...
No, this isn't going to work. You going to roll back over?
But it's not like... honestly, I don't even know... Like, how guys don't realize. Because the last, like, what...
Because
like,
people are selfish by nature.
Well, I was dating this one guy, and we went on, maybe 3 dates. And obviously, like, sleeping with each other within that time period. And he was like that. He would go down on me, but it wasn't, like, great, but it was, like, enough to, like, And then...
So it wasn't really considerate. It was just kind of like, I'm just doing this because I had to.
Basically. And then he was like, I would do him. And then it was literally like 30 seconds of intercourse. And I was like, what? And then he would finish and not me, because for me, like, I don't know if I'm like every woman, but it takes me a little bit.
Well, every woman's like that, and that's generally the problem with most men, is they don't realiase that
it takes
it's
you a
not
second
like
to
that for them. They can come in 2 seconds.
And then I was like, wait. And I was like, wait, we're not gonna. And then he's like, no. Well, I feel like you want to, but I'm tired. And I was like, what?
Nope.
So then I was like, maybe this was like a first time thing. And then the next time he was like, oh, I don't want to wear a condom. And I'm like, this is the second time, bro. The second time. Like, no. I'm like, do you realize who you're asking? Because I'm a nurse and like I'm very educated on this aspect. And like, do you realize who you're asking? And then I was like, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. And then he went down on me. I did not finish, and then I did him, and he did, and that was it. That was it. And I was like, see, I can't do this. Which is when I had the conversation with you, and I was like,
I was smacked.
Like, what should we be even? Should I even be putting effort into this? Because, and what you said, to give him a chance and like try to.
I didn't know it was that one.
It was that bad.
I didn't know it was that. You didn't tell me all the details. I didn't know it was like
I was
that.
Like, what? I was like, wait, why am I trying on this? Because this is obviously not gonna get better. Like, no. What? So I was like, no, I'm done. I can't.
See, I'm a straightforward person. I feel like when you go into it with anybody, like, you have to let them know, like, sex is important to you. Like, getting off is important to you. So if you're not going to be able to achieve that, this isn't going to work.
But how do you have a conversation with someone who obviously doesn't know what they're doing? And I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want to fuck them up for life.
It's not fucking them up for life. It's just letting them know, like, hey, I don't know if you know how women's anatomy works, but, like, we have a build-up. It's not like for you.
I'm not the type of person who's a fixer. I don't want to fix people. I want somebody who's coming at me already fixed. Like, I just can't. I don't have, like, the energy or the want to do that. I don't want to do that.
No, that's fair. So, I didn't realize it was that bad.
It was that bad.
Yeah, like, it's...
then I would have told you to quit then.
Yeah.
Like,
and I did.
Yeah,
100% quit.
There's a difference between, like, effort. Like, you know what I mean? Like, learn... Alright. When I was first getting into, like, sex, like, I was bad. Let's just call it like it is. I was bad at it. Like,
I mean, but everybody is in the beginning.
No. I mean, like, yeah, when you first get into it, but then as I got older, in, like, you know, when you're young and you're changing, you're having sex, neither one of you know what the fuck you're doing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But then as you get older, you start realizing...
Bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, essentially. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Let me tell you, I'm actually glad I got a couple of, like, repeats as I got older. So I was like, all right, that shit I did in my teenage years, I'm not that dude anymore. Like, you know what I mean? But, like, so as you get older, you're like, damn, that was trash.
You never go back. What?
You kidding me? I'm me. I'm a god.
Fuck that. One and done. See you later.
Nah, I'm a god. Hey, come back. Come back for more.
I can't.
Not now, I'm married. but no, like, you just kind of like, but as you get older, you have to start really looking into, like, both sides of the coin. Like, beyond
it's not even as you get older. Fuck that. Like, even
when I say you get older, I mean, like, when you start realizing that, like, when you're out of your teens and you don't, like, and you actually know better. I mean, to the point where, like,
like, when you, like, I feel like once you hit fucking adulthood and you're gonna be having sex with other people, like, figure shit out, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm
like,
not talking.
Watch some educational videos.
No, watch porn. Watch porn.
Porn is good too.
I don't know if I'd really agree with porn being good as a teaching because,
you get a couple techniques in. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, in a sense, yes, but also in a sense, you get this, like, delusion that, like, some things are good that are not, or that, like.
Well, but also, like, I feel like for women have to, because men. They do it, but they don't need to because it's basically always gonna feel good for them. But for women,
that is absolutely not true.
Oh, come on.
I've had some really bad sex. I've had some really bad head. I've had head so bad that I'm like, yo, stop.
But, like, no, for girls, I feel like girls need to, like, do it by themselves, like, on their own, so that they realize what feels good for them.
Yes. The female body is a lot more complicated.
There's a lot more there's a lot more down there. So, like, so they need to, like...
Time out. Isn't it just an opening?
No, bro! What?
He's being an asshole.
You think Maria would have married me if I come on.
No, but, like, there's a lot more going on down there and a lot more things that could be pleasurable if you know what you're doing.
And each woman works differently. Some women don't.
So if you know what is good for you, then you can tell your partner that, and it will be better.
Well, I was gonna say, like, that, like, even with that guy, like, him being his age, his lack of consideration, or even maybe just knowledge, is based off of someone telling him he was doing the right thing somewhere along the line. That's what I mean. That frustrates me more. Like, I don't understand women who pretend that are like...
Yeah.
I mean, but it's like in the moment thing, you don't want to hurt their feelings.
Fuck feelings. Are you serious? I don't give a fuck about your feelings.
Let me tell you, I was having sex with a woman who I was in my early 20s, she was in her early 20s. And I was getting good, but I still wasn't good. Mm-hmm. But she really liked me, so she was like, okay, let me show you how to do some things. And she showed me how to do some things. And I listened. And if I didn't listen, it would have sucked. Like, This is one of the reasons why whenever I have...
They wouldn't be married.
Yeah. If I saw
Thank you. Shout out to that girl.
Yeah. If I was bad at sex, then, like, I wouldn't be married. But I also listen. Like, I also know that every woman is absolutely different. So if here's one thing I think men and women don't realize. Pay attention to what the other person's doing. If they're doing something and they're not moving, try something else. Look for little twitches. Look for little things like that. You just can't... Like, what works for person A isn't going to work for person B and C. Like, you know what I mean? So it's... Like, actually...
I think people get, like, afraid to talk about,
say
like,
something.
sex, so that's why.
But
no, a lot of people do. They're uncomfortable with having a conversation.
I agree, but I don't get that, though. Like, sex in itself, it's going to be intimate, so why not have these intimate conversations?
Because some people just can't.
Sometimes it's just one thing. Like, the best sex I've ever had in my entire life was with this dude who's like, he was 12 years older than me. And
yeah, he could have...
It was a one-time thing, and it was amazing. Like, amazing. It was, like, hands down, best sex ever. And
because he knew what he was doing.
He knew exactly what he was doing. And it was like ugh. Still to this day, fond memories.
Do women and men still send nudes? Because
I've gotten some, but I never ever in my life will send one.
Do you ask for them, or do they just pop up? You're like,
they just pop up.
Dick pics. He's asking dick pics. Yes, Mark.
Yes.
They're still a thing.
Because I just don't know, like, if it's...
Dudes sending their dicks to everybody. Yep, still.
I'm not the type of person to send them on, but I don't know you like that, and I don't think I will ever in my life trust someone to send them a nude. Never. Even my husband, I probably won't do it, because I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Maybe we're going to divorce, and he will... It's everywhere. Put on blast. Like, see... No. I trust myself like that. I don't trust other people like that.
So this is
again, when you send a dick pic, we're showing it to everybody.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that...
Yeah, we're all talking about it. There's a whole conversation.
It's like the whole bathroom girl situation, but on text. You are showing it to all of your
everybody's seeing it,
and everybody's criticizing it.
I've sent a few, and I'm like, I know it's like whatever. I don't give a shit. Let me tell you what happened there, because this was Maria was still working at her old job, and so I was laying in bed one day, and I knew we had like. When you're with somebody, you know when you're.
He's talking about your job. He's talking about me working there.
Yeah, so I knew I was about to get it in that night. We both just knew, right? So I'm laying in bed, right? Mm-hmm. And I was about to get the easy one out first, so when she came back, she can get full throttle, right?
The easy one.
The easy. Come on, everyone.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. So. I was sitting on Snapchat, and I'm like, I'm gonna send Maria a dick pic on Snapchat. And just as I was about to send the picture, I went, nope. And here's the reason why. Maria would see Snapchat from Mark, and then one of your co-workers would have been like, oh, you got a Snapchat, and Maria would have been like, oh, open it up, it's just from Mark.
I do that all the time. I let everybody look at my phone.
Yeah. No. I really need to pee. Really, really bad.
So, gentlemen, if you haven't heard, if you send your dick pic, if you don't know this already, then all her friends have seen it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's just what it is. And ladies, just so you know, all of our friends have seen it too. Like, it is what it is, man.
Wait, all of your friends have seen your dick?
No. No, like they've seen if some woman. Oh, here's the difference. If it was my girlfriend, then no, I would never send a picture of my girlfriend's boobs to my friends. If you're some chick I don't care about, then yeah, my friends have seen your shit. Like, no, it's a caring thing. Like if I send Maria a dick pic, she's not sending it to her friends. Like, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's because you're my husband. That's different.
Yeah. Yeah, like I thought I wasn't sure if like people are still sending like the pics and whatnot.
No, I wouldn't overshare my husband's dick.
Not you. I'm just saying like if that's a thing. I'm 1,000 years old. I don't know what the fuck young people do. I'm glad there was no cell phones shit like that when I was in high school.
Why?
Oh, my dick would have been all over the place.
Well, yeah, you were a little asshole.
Yeah. The only thing I do was Google dick pic and my dick would have came up. Like, I noticed how creep I was. Like, so. They're like, oh, let me see your dick. I'm like, okay. I don't know any better.
Okay. That's funny.
Like, I didn't know any fucking better when I was a kid. So just whip it out.
Whip it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whip it out and do the damn
How do
thing.
you guys feel about, like, threesomes?
I love them.
Really?
Okay.
I don't know if I like feel comfortable to do that.
Go ahead, Maria.
I mean, so you can't be in a committed relationship with somebody to do something like that. I don't think. Me personally. I feel like other people probably have. I just don't think it's a good idea because then someone always ends up. Yeah, like they get caught in their feelings. I have had a threesome once with someone that like it wasn't a big a girl and a guy. Mm-hmm. Like that it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't something I ever thought I would do. It's not something I thought of that I thought like whatever. But like I was younger and I was like wasted.
Mm-hmm.
Like and I just didn't care. I didn't even think about it. Like and I was like whatever.
See, I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that was my thought. Like, I don't think I could do it. It just happened. And I was like, oh, whatever.
Well, I mean, nothing against it. But
like, Mark's a threesome hoe.
A few.
Yeah, I've had a few. Mark was a hoe.
I was.
Yeah.
Mark was a big hoe.
See, my goal for this year was to be a hoe. And then now I guess I can't. Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, what's your number?
6.
Oh.
That's not a hoe.
No,
I know.
Not even a little bit.
I know people up in, like, the 50s.
The 50s?
Yeah.
I have friends.
Damn, I'm just trying to get to double digits.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's over 50. I actually have a few friends that are over 50.
Male, female, both.
Both, yeah, absolutely both. I absolutely have friends that are both female and male that are over 50.
I don't understand, like, numbers anyway. Like, I never cared about anything
I don't
like
care
that.
Either.
I don't understand people who get all caught up in their feelings when they're like, oh, she slept with 20 people.
I don't want to inexperience.
Was it while she was sleeping with you? No? Then why do you care? Like, does she have any STDs?
It's not like
sporting like AIDS. Like I
don't think your vagina stretches depending on the amount of people you've slept with.
The amount of dick.
Does your dick like?
No, people.
What does it matter?
People get really lost in their emotions with shit like that. Like dudes like want to go and bang whoever they want, and then they want to meet a girl who's only slept with them. That's like an
who's
ego.
a virgin.
What's that?
I feel like people, it's an ego thing. So like that, like there's nothing to compare it to, and like that girl is gonna think you're the best ever.
That the virgin thing is like a blank slate. You basically teach the person
whatever you want.
Whatever you want. You don't think so?
I don't want an inexperienced woman.
Well, no.
When you're younger, though, it's different.
That's
like,
for you.
So, like, when I was younger, I was in an actual relationship. We were both virgins. Like, we were together forever. So, like, sexually for us, like, we grew up together. And I was probably more experimental then because we were together for so long and we were so young and we just wanted to know, like, everything.
Yeah.
That like, but then there are people that it's the opposite. Like they only know missionary because they've been with the same person for 15 years, and then they broke up.
What I don't understand is like when you read that shit online, of girls who like basically sell their virginities to billionaires, and the dudes go and pay it. Like, why?
Let me tell you, if someone want my booty hole for $1 billion, they can have it.
If somebody wants my booty hole for $1 million,
no, I didn't say million. I said billion.
So
you can have my sweet ass virginity for $1 billion.
Okay, but what is the why would the men want to pay all of that for that?
It's to say they did. To say they did. Like people who do that.
What? I don't get that.
Okay, look at it from. There's a lot of things that could go into it. It could be insecurities. It could be a both thing where it's just
I guess the girl who's a virgin isn't gonna know if you suck.
Exactly, they're not gonna know anything.
You know what I mean? Like, so there's that. There's a class thing, and it could be one of those little stupid club things where they're like, oh, like once a year we spend $1 million on a virgin. Like people are nasty.
Sex trafficking right there.
That's exactly what it is.
That's nasty.
Look, all I'm gonna say is, like, I don't get why it's illegal to sell sex anyway.
It shouldn't be. If a woman wants to make, or a man, or whatever, wants to make your career out of your body, then
that's your
go
business.
for it. Yeah.
We wouldn't have half the problems
it's legal
we
in
have.
Vegas, right?
In some parts, not all.
The problem is when someone tries to take advantage of that.
Yes.
That's when the problem, like the pimp basically tries to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
That's when the problem is. If a woman is willing and wants to do that,
I don't have
there's
no
nothing
problems
wrong with it.
it.
Exactly.
I honestly don't
when you're
care.
forced into it.
Yeah.
That's when the problem is.
People are like, if it's legalized, people will be. I'm like, no. If it's legalized, it will be cleaner. You'll have to be tested.
Exactly.
There will be facilities. A woman won't be pimped out. Like.
They'll have healthcare.
It will be a job. Like those girls in that bunny ranch, they have healthcare, they have dental, they're taken care of. They have a place to live. That's their choice. Like they want to be there. None of them are forced. Like
the problem is when they kidnap someone, put them in a whorehouse, and makes them have sex with like 30 people against their will because that's rape and abuse. That's when the problem is. Because people can't separate like issues. Yeah.
It makes me crazy. Like, you know how many people I've had the conversation with about the new fucking abortion laws?
Oh,
like, I'm gonna pimp slap the fuck out of somebody one day.
Don't even get me started.
Wait, time out.
Because they don't.
If you have time, we can do 30 minutes on that. 'Cause I know you've wanted to talk about that.
No, we don't have to do it.
So I know you've been.
But my whole point is that people don't actually read, people don't educate, and people don't think of the benefits of certain things. Like, there is benefits to legalized prostitution.
Yeah.
Like I said,
just like marijuana.
There's in Europe, like, drugs are legal. Like, do all the fucking drugs you want. Over here,
well, there are certain parts of
their crime rates are down. They're like
overdoses.
Their overdoses are down because it's legal, so people aren't like tempted. A, B, there's places for that shit, and like people are getting upset too about Boston wanting to put up those safe places to shoot up. I get it, and I don't. Like I find it to be. It is kind of a good idea. Like, our overdose rate is huge. There's a chance that people can reach out to them. There's a chance that someone can help someone when they're ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People are like, yeah, but that's just going to give people free will to go do drugs.
They're going to do it
those are for people. That's for people
like
who are
addicts.
already addicts, and they're gonna die in the street if they don't have a safe place to do it.
Like, I had that argument with somebody too. I was like, no.
And it's cheaper than a hospital admission. Let's be honest.
Well, the problem is too is there's a lot of money to be made off substance abuse. How much money hospitals make off of substance abuse?
How? Because the state pays for it. Like, most people.
But, like, rehabs, everything.
As,
like,
a person who...
Damn it, Wade!
Actually, no, I'm cut that out because I don't want to say that. Never mind.
Just drop it?
Just drop it, yeah.
Alright.
I don't know.
I thought about it for a second. I was like, no.
I'm just saying, like, I watched this whole documentary about, like, substance abuse centers in, like, Florida. Mm-hmm. And, like, the money they're making off of that shit. It's insane.
There needs to be, like...
It's insane!
There needs to be a safe way to go about it, and people need to, like, have a conversation about the best way to approach it, because the death rate is insanity. People are, like, dropping left and right.
I mean,
it's very dangerous.
I can get to the whole conversation about how in the urban communities, like, there have been epidemics on crack and stuff like crack and heroin. Not really heroin, mostly like crack in the urban cities, and no one give a fuck about us in like the 90s and the early 2000s.
But now it's because little white kids are
Like
getting
dying.
into heroin and dying.
The opioid epidemic.
Now it's an opioid epidemic, yeah.
Fuck y'all. Not fuck y'all, but fuck those people who are just kind of like, oh, it's just like, nah, dog. Like, can we just take care of us as people? Like,
yeah. Why does color matter?
because people are. No, I was gonna say something. I'm trying not to use that word as much on the show anymore, but people are just trash.
People
Yeah,
are trash.
it's true.
But anyway, I don't know. Back to the sex subject. No.
Sex.
Do you think so? I know one of the questions that we wanted to ask was, do you think, as like a millennial, like as a younger person now, it's harder to date?
Yes.
Like
1000%.
to find like someone who actually wants to be in like a committed relationship.
1000%.
Even on like those like
See,
eHarmony and stuff, or
dating
like,
is harder because millennials don't go out as much. You don't need to go out to meet people. So,
okay,
because you're doing it on the
because you're
app.
swiping.
So there's so much swiping going on. You don't get to know the person as a person. You get to know them as a profile.
Okay.
So if you like, say, if this was like 20 years ago, you're like, you just turned 21, you go out to the bar, you have like, maybe you're not super attracted to the person as in the physical aspect, but you have a cool conversation, and you were like, okay, I'm gonna give this a chance because he has a cool personality. You can't see that from a profile.
Okay.
So like, you're just swiping left and right. Like, somebody who could potentially have been your forever person, you swiped left on because they didn't look great.
In the picture, maybe it was a bad picture. Yeah. Maybe they're just not photogenic. Like,
exactly. So like, it's so much harder, and like, people don't go out as much. At least from my experience.
And I also noticed like it's a little bit different with going out in general. Like, I see a lot of people that it seems like they're on their phones more than like Instagramming, having fun than actually having fun.
You're living on your social media. You're not living your real life.
Like, I didn't even know like that's a thing. Like, this guy was talking about on one of the podcasts I listened to, how the service industry in New York, they make a lot of their money on tables now than they do actual like drinks at the bar, because now it's just like you have to spend like hundreds of dollars on the table and then an extra like $100 something on the bottle, and then when people start taking pictures, so that's like 4 tables. So let's just say it's those 4 tables. They can make that for multiple people at a bar, and then those people are taking the pictures. It's like, oh, that place is lit, and then everyone else shows up. And then then it's just like it's like repeat cycle.
It's a more sophisticated word of mouth situation,
yeah. Yeah, but is it really more sophisticated? Like, it's quicker.
It's on the internet.
It's quicker. And it's more marketable, but
yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but like, haven't you ever like seen something on the internet and then you got to the actual place and you're like, this sucks.
No, I don't think so. I'm like, I don't know. When I travel and when I like do cool, actually I have. There was one thing that I did with my sister last year. We went to go to like this lavender festival and this farm. It looked so cool online, and then we got there and we're like, what?
It was like lame.
It was so lame, like so beyond lame.
It was like
that's really the only thing. But any like other stuff like.
Well, like when you see people's like bar and like restaurant stuff, or like that stuff. Have you ever like gone there and been like?
It's the illusion.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Like that, it's amazing, and then you get there and you're like, this.
I
is
am
100%
guilty of doing that because you want to. It's like you want. I feel like you want to show other people that you are living your best life, kind of thing.
Why? Just like why?
I don't know. It's just you get worked up into this whole social media thing, and it is what it is. Like, I don't know why. I don't know.
I mean, I get it to an extent. Like, sometimes I'll take pictures of things and post it, but I'm not like most people. Yeah, but I'm like on Instagram posting everything.
I will go on my Instagram right now and show you and tell you you're gonna die.
But like,
I don't even
No.
know if my Instagram works
Do
anymore.
you know
I'm
how
sure it
long we were in the bathroom trying to take this picture?
Are you serious?
At least 5 minutes.
can I
Stop it.
can I use that picture?
Hundreds
Can I
of
use that
pictures.
picture for the old man waiting on the
No! Because people are gonna know who I am.
I'll put the old man logo over your face.
Oh, no. And then, and then this one in Italy, we woke up 6 in the morning, put on makeup, put on our look clothes after coming back from the club at like maybe 4:30, and stood outside this place for like maybe 30 minutes trying to get a good picture. Like all three of us rotating.
But like, how can you waste that much time?
I don't know. There was like a girl there with a professional photographer.
Stop it.
I swear to God. Swear to God.
Trash.
See, I don't know.
Like
It's
legit trash people.
It's just who we are. I don't know.
Hold up.
I don't know. It's like it's engraved in like our generation.
And allow
I
me,
mean, it is. Everybody
Like,
does
so
it.
you're like too busy trying to look like you're living the moment to actually live the moment.
No, I
though.
mean I live the moment, but I also take 10 minutes of the moment to get my good picture.
well, I'll put it to you like this, because someone brought up a really good point. It was a millennial who brought up this point. Mm-hmm. All these old people complaining about us taking Instagram pictures and stories. Meanwhile, you guys have 30 photo albums about the vacations you've been on.
True, but the thing is that like all the photos are digital now.
Yeah.
So like back in the day, you would take one picture on your on the film,
yeah.
and you didn't know if the picture came out good or not.
on the whatever. What is that called? What is that called? The film. The film.
Oh my god!
So you didn't know if
Yes,
the picture was
yes.
good or not. So you just took the picture and you moved on. But now you can see if the picture sucks or not. So you're obviously going to take another one,
No,
which is why it
sure.
takes so much longer. Because you want a good picture. You want a sucky
So is that
picture.
what it's like for dating? Like when you go through all those pictures, you need the
Basically,
good picture.
you
If
need
they
the
don't
good
have the good
picture.
picture, then
But
fuck them.
your profile is like your first impression. So you want it to look good, otherwise people aren't gonna match with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like, don't you think like if you have like 20 filters on and you're like bent this way and bent that way so that you look like you're taller
It's
and
your
you have a
first-
pound of fucking makeup on and
It's
then
your
the
first
person meets you
impression.
and they're like, you look like a fucking Oompa Loompa. Where'd you come from?
But it's your first impression.
I
It's
get-
your first impression. Once you meet and like whatever goes on afterwards, you have more to build on. You have your personality to put forward. When you're looking at the screen of a cell phone, your first impression is all you have. The photo is
It's
all you
just
have.
so sad. That makes me sad
It's
for
so
you.
cynical and sad.
It makes me
and
so
awful,
sad.
Which is why I love being young. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, God. But it's so sad that my generation and the generations coming before me, this is how we're gonna live. Because like the internet's not gonna go anywhere. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get bigger.
So like, okay, so the past 5 guys that you slept with, were they all guys from online?
No,
Okay.
but most of them, yes.
So like, how many of those people did you actually like? The new one that you're dating, did you meet him?
Yeah.
You met him in public, like you met him
No.
out.
On
you met him
on one of
online
the apps.
on an app.
The past 3 have been on the
All on apps.
No, lied. The
I'm not even talking about just sleeping with. I'm just saying like going
no,
out.
it's because
with.
they're out of order. But 2 of the 5 I met in actual person,
and like and
then
live person.
3 of them.
How do you, like in a bar or club, or just kind of like...
When did I met at IHOP? Like after the club, we're all
Yeah, we
trash.
used to call him IHOP.
IHOP guy, yeah.
I didn't even know his name. I still don't know his name. IHOP guy.
Actually, wait, I don't remember his name. But because I call him IHOP guy too.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name.
That's fucking hysterical.
But yeah, and then the dude from the past time I met him like through friends, and then the other 3 on the app. See, it's difficult out here. Be very glad you're married, or like all of you
this shit
people
is
out there.
trash.
Be glad you if you're in a committed relationship. I'm so happy for you, and be very glad. And for those of you single people, I get how hard it is out there. I understand.
Like, it just sounds like such a struggle. Like, I would not want to do all that.
It's
Like,
so hard.
Yo, I can't wait for Greg to come over to record and have him tell the story that he told me yesterday.
oh man.
Oh man, and Greg is one of my closest friends. He was on one of my groomsmen at the wedding, and you've heard him on the show. And,
Yeah, I'm also very bitter that I didn't get to go to that wedding, but okay.
I didn't even know you.
You knew me.
Not like that for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, but you knew me. But yeah, back to
I'm
Greg.
gonna stay out of that. I'm gonna stay out of this. No, but
It was so sad.
but like Greg's like he's, and I don't say
But you
this.
came in like September.
Greg's a really good dude, and it's just funny because like, it's like dating at our, like trying to date around our age just seems like fucking atrocious, and it is just, and like because of the career he has, it's even worse because now he has to be like super skeptical of like people he meets because they might use them. Like, you know what I mean? And like, it's just like this whole fucking thing. I'll tell you what he does off the air. But, and it's just, and like, I guess like one of, I think his brother tried to hook him up with someone, and he told me the story about someone he met, and I was just like, yo, you gotta be fucking kidding me with this shit. It's just.
I was gonna say, I think it's even harder for like people our age trying to date now.
Oh, trying to date now, it's impossible.
Because like they're not used to what dating is, but everybody's dating this way, so you really have no choice but to like date online, and then you meet these fucking losers that like I know so many people that are older that are single, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
I'm
like,
so sorry.
I'm sorry you had
back
that
in
life.
the day, it used to be like you meet somebody
You
at a
went
bar,
out, yeah.
or you meet somebody at work,
or a friend,
something.
like through
But now
friends,
you
or like
can
at a
meet
party.
Exactly. Now you can meet someone with like completely different friend groups or groups of whatever that you would never have met ever in your life before because of the apps. I mean, it does make the pool bigger, but it makes it so much harder.
It's a gift. It is a gift and a curse, though, because to your point, like you just said, like now, like let's like what is one of them? This is one of the funniest ones. FarmersOnly.com. So people who want to meet other farmers.
Farmers only.
Yeah.
You've never heard of that?
No.
I love it. It's like a commercial.
Only with FarmersOnly.com.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
So it's like
farmers
it's like those
meeting people
male
who wanna-
brides like 200 years ago.
Well, because like farming life is like hard. Like you have to meet a sturdy woman for farming because like you're up at like 4 in the morning. Like
and those are the male brides. Like back in the day, they would put advertisements
for a farm. Yeah,
in the
because they wanted like a sturdy wife.
And then they wanted, and then they would basically interview people through the mail.
No,
and
that's
they
true.
were
I remember
okay,
that.
male bride it is. So the girl like literally leaves wherever she is and goes meet up with this dude in the middle of freaking Wyoming, and like we're married now.
Well, think about there's one that next time you come on the show, I'll find the list of like dating apps, dating and stuff like that. I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah, JD. There's so many
dating.
of them.
There's one of them like people who want to date someone who looks like them.
Wait, what? Like what looks like?
Like if
They
Mark,
could be siblings.
If old man, no, oh god,
Yeah, I was like,
it probably is. Like if old man Wade wanted to date another woman who looked like old man Wade. There's dating sites for that.
Who look? That's what I'm saying.
But
Like,
why would you want that?
Narcissism.
like, what do you mean looks like you?
Like
black
beautiful
or
and
like just like
looks like me. Like I can look at them and be fucking someone who looks like me.
yeah,
What?
right.
That's like
gross.
somebody
That's
who's
weird.
got
Those are the
mental
same type of
problems.
dudes who like jerk off in the mirror, though.
So
I've
like,
never done that.
Greg could have sex with
You've
that.
done
person.
that?
Sorry,
I've
looks-
never done
Oh,
that.
I'm about to say, yo,
I'm like thinking about it, I'm like,
yo.
what?
You start masturbating to yourself in the mirror. We gonna have a whole different set of conversations.
I got some questions.
Yo, this has been the Old Man
I
Wade
would
Show.
have questions for that.
I know. I got one friend who probably does that. You know who you are, and you're listening. This has been the Old Man Wade Show. I want to thank Cheech for coming on. I got a couple of edit points. I'll make sure I take care of that. This won't come out until Friday. If it comes out Tuesday, I'll let you know. But that's been the show. I want to thank my life for doing the show and adding commentary and asking questions that I wouldn't have asked. So I thank you for that.
Oh, my life. That's so cute. I'm gonna cry.
Oh, it's just for the show. Well, she'll be punching me in the face when I leave.
I'm going to bed when she leaves. I slept for 2 minutes because when you have a husband, he makes all kinds of plans for your day off, even though you work the overnight the night before.
Yeah,
We have to go to our friend's house tonight.
But when
We
you
end up
work
staying there
overnight,
until like
that's
4 in
not-
the morning. So
Can I just get a damn it, Wade, so I can cut this off?
No.
Damn it, Wade.